All right, John Kelly. Hi. I haven't seen you in a while. How's Spain? Please tell me you.
It's been great, and I'm actually just back this week.
Uh,
I I'm actually wrapping up all of my trial work now, and so
so you're gonna
Right.
stay there like permanently?
we're still kind of going back and forth. But yeah, that's the
You know,
plan.
I watched this lady. It's called My Little Italian House.
You told me about that, and I checked it out, and it was awesome.
You have to let me know if they have markets there where you can go. She said they have their markets, their flea markets, but it's different than the flea markets here. It looks awesome.
Listen, you need to just go.
Oh,
See
yeah.
for yourself. That's
I
my best
do
advice.
it. All right. So on this case, where are we on discovery?
Judge, this is actually the first setting that we've had. I believe that I probably have most of the discovery, but I'm not certain that I have everything. So I'm asking for a reset to give me an opportunity just to verify that I have everything accessible and that I can go through my file and make sure that I've got everything.
All right. So we'll recall this for June 25th. State at that time you need to be prepared to tender an offer. All right. All right, and Yaya, this is going to be June 25th. Where are you on discovery?
We have discovery, Your Honor.
All right, state on Paul Arguello. If you can do an acknowledgement of discovery. And your plea deadline date is going to be June 25th, unless you're asking for less time than that.
No, that's fine.
All right, once you sign the Vashon, are you ready on a motion to revoke? All right, Melinda Gonzalez. All right, is this still contested?
No, Your Honor. Subject to court approval.
Court is calling 2025 CR 003315 State versus Melinda Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Just possible for the defendant.
And are you Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Melinda Juanita Gonzalez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 003315 for assault on June 3rd, 2025 for a period of 1 year? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Proceeding on state's motion to supplement the pending motion to enter adjudication of.
Thank you. I don't have that.
Okay,
Did you review the supplemental as well with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Counsel, do you have a?
I can print you a copy, Judge.
Oh, I think Vashon is bringing it, so that'll save you. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, state, you may proceed.
Violated condition number 8. On or about the 6th day of March 2026 in Karnes County, Texas, the defendant Melinda Juanita Gonzalez departed Bexar County without written permission of the court and or supervision officer in violation of condition number 8.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
State will waive the remaining allegations.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 8, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 1 year in the Bexar County jail, and up to a $4,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 8?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 8 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the proposed agreement is to grant state's motion, enter an adjudication of guilt, revoke supervision, and sentence to 68 days in the Bexar County jail.
You said 68 days?
Yes, Judge.
And is that the proposed agreement?
Subject to court approval, yes, Your Honor.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The court will follow your proposed agreement. The court will revoke, find you guilty, sentence you to 68 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Rudy, R-U-D-Y, Gonzalez. And Christina Maria Rodriguez. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification? I'm sorry, and I'll give you credit for any time served, of course. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did
Yes.
you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. Because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck. Robert Miguel Cardina Medrano. All right, the court is calling 2026 CR 002005, State versus Robert Miguel Cardenas Medrano III. Can I have parties announced?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Medrano.
And are you Mr. Medrano? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same? Thank you. Are you the same Robert Miguel Cardenas Medrano III who was placed on community supervision in 2026 CR 002005 for the offense of theft of property less than $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions on March 24, 2026 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yeah.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 31st day of March 2026 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Robert Miguel Cardenas Medrano III, committed the offense of theft in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court can find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $500 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? All right. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, the proposed agreement is to deny state's motion, alter and amend conditions for SATIF, and the state will take into consideration cause number 2026 PF 13553.
All right. So y'all are going to have to tell me why should I follow this, because it appears that he was placed on probation. Then immediately he picks up, not even, approximately 6 to 7 days later, he picks up the theft case.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may have the chance to address that.
Yes.
I figured the court may have some concerns. We looked into the offense report of the new allegation of theft, and there are instances surrounding alcohol. He's alleged to have been at a gas station, alleged to have taken the chips and an alcoholic beverage there within the gas station. So all these things are screaming treatment, Judge. Inpatient treatments, which is what I spoke with my client about and the state about. He understands that the root cause of his issues is alcohol dependency. I did speak with the state and probation at length about the options to see what's most beneficial for him. It seems that SATIF this time does not have a waiting period, and it is an inpatient facility through community supervision department here within San Antonio. So he wants to get a handle on this and just not become a part of the system. I did talk to him about his options regarding whether contesting the charge, asking about jail time amounts, or asking about treatment options. And he respectfully wants to try the treatment option route. Admittedly, he signed on probation. He's still having issues. He thought he could handle it on his own, but it turns out that these issues are a little bit too much for him to bear on his own, and he needs the support of a treatment team. I think that SADF would be beneficial for him.
All right. So, what is your drug that you've been using?
Your Honor.
I mean, do you want to go to prison?
And it's not just that. It's a number of things, but I feel like I'm being like I'm whining, and it's like I try to self-indicate. I spoke to my mom many times. She's like, you kind of need something else. Like my lawyer, and I'm willing to take the terms that are agreed, but I kind of was wanting to see if we could just put the treatment center in this just everything, so that way I could try to move to a different state, because like it's showing lots of patterns of me not being able to just completely move through San Antonio, Texas, back, because of my, like the way you said, like, oh, just right away, another offense. And it's like everything's enhanced here in the system, and it's not like I'm gonna go to another state and completely buy it. I'm not. It's just that I feel like I won't be able to get off and start.
Well, see, here's the thing, and this is what I'm going to tell you. When you go to different states, I mean, sometimes it's like, okay, you know what? I need a fresh start. I need to go somewhere where nobody knows me, and I just need a fresh start. But what I can tell you, whatever problems you had, you're still going to have, unless those problems are addressed. So if you have a substance abuse issue, guess what? If you go to another state, you're still going to have that substance abuse issue. Sometimes people want to run from their financial responsibilities, right? Maybe child support or something. And let me just tell you what happens. You can go to whatever state you want. You're still going to have the child support issues. You can't be running away from something. You have to be running towards something. So that's what you need to concentrate on. And you need to start asking yourself, am I running away from something, or am I running towards something new? Because if you're running away from something, that something is never going to get tired and stop running. You understand? And stop running towards you. So you're going to have to make better choices. This is what the court is going to do. The court will deny the motion, alternate main conditions, taking consideration 2026 PF 13553. In custody, there's going to be a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then you're going to SADA. Now, I'm sorry, State, you may be excused, Judge. Now, with regards to the reason for your alcohol, is there any type of mental things that are associated with that?
I just lost my custody. I don't. In 2024, after I got released from TCK, I just I've been struggling. It's just recently my children of foster care. So my mom has them. When I came out on probation, I kind of got into a state where I had my mom's house, but then my daughter, she didn't see me. So I don't want her dad seeing me. I don't want her seeing me there at the house trying to just like with all of my nephews and my little nephews. So I was trying to find a way into a spot. I still have my mom's spot. I still have my DS spot, my aunt's house. I was trying to get into Haven for help. I couldn't get it. The next day I went to the lifetime recovery.
Well, let me just tell you, felony drug court is a good program. And if you really look at your life, number one, you are lucky in the fact, and it's by God's grace, that you had somebody to take your children. Because sometimes when children are taken by the foster care system, there's nobody to take care of your child. And you were saying you had just got released from prison. You shouldn't have been in prison. You know why? Because you should have been 100% concentrating on your children and their needs. So many times people will bring children into this world and then they just leave them on their own. And they don't realize that their actions have an impact on their children. And let me see here. Probation, this is what else I'm going to add to the conditions. All right, because I see the judge who placed him on probation didn't add this. We're going to add 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once parenting classes are completed, 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied. And then there's going to be 1 hour deducted for every sober support meeting that he completes. There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice, and no unsupervised contact with minors. Now, the no unsupervised contact, that may change, but once you complete parenting classes. Because if you sign your rights over with CPS, that means that you didn't complete their programs. Okay, so you need to make sure you do parenting classes.
Can I give a statement on the non-commissioned parent? That's just,
Sure.
I came out of prison.
Mhm.
I came out of prison to a load of not problems, but I came out with short, limited time. To
Oh, no,
fulfill-
yeah.
To fulfill
Oh, I know.
So I didn't have enough time to fulfill all of the stuff that I had to do in order to get my children back. So I didn't just give them up.
Let me ask you this. So, no. Here's the thing. 1, who was your child protective services attorney?
It was Miss Rochelle
Acevedo?
Acevedo.
All right, so then here's my other question for you. When you were released from prison, how much time did you have left to complete your 4 months? All right, in that 4 months time, did you have any stumbles?
Yes. The stumbles were is that most of the programs that I had to and there were more than 6 months. And I finished parenting message.
Let me just tell you what I know about CPS, because I've worked in CPS, and so let me just tell you what I know about CPS. When you have people who are coming out of prison, if you have 4 months remaining and you hit the ground running, and they see that you're serious and you're hitting the ground running and you don't have any stumbling blocks, now you're going to have to be perfect because they have time constraints over there. They have a year. However, they can extend it. Not much time, but they can extend it, and they will only extend it if you don't hit any stumbling blocks. Now, some people, you know what they will do? They will say, I really don't have to complete this because my mom is going to take the children. I'm going to sign my rights over, let my mom adopt them. Because when somebody else adopts your children, the children are allowed to have higher education for free. It has to be a state college. So with your children, you need to remind them, sign up for college, state college, because it's free for them because they've been adopted by your mom. And they have certain financials that help them out. So sometimes people will be like, I'm just going to sign it over. But you're going to have to start stepping up. You understand? All right. Good luck to you. You're welcome.